Well, hello, kindergartners. We are going to be finishing up our winter landscape. Last time we were together, you made a bubble print sky on blue paper, and you painted some green paper. Your papers are dry, and now we're going to use them. And I've already jumped ahead. You're going to flip your green paper over, and I have 3 tracers for you. Well, first of all, do you know what shape this is? Yes, if you said triangle, you are correct. I have a big, a medium, and a small. And what you're going to do is after you have those traced down, you're going to cut. And you're going to go nice and slow, trying to stay on your line. Okay, this might take a few minutes. And you'll have some scraps. So there's 1, 2, and my last one, my smallest one. There. All right, so I'm going to set this aside, maybe put it in a scrap box because someone might be able to use it. All right, so now I'm ready. And you're probably going to notice that my blue paper does not have the bubble print on it. That's okay. I used mine for something else, so I'm just going to use this plain paper. So we are making a landscape, and a landscape is a picture of outside. And an artist will make something in the foreground right up front because that'll be the biggest. They might put something in the middle ground because it's medium size, and then way in the background they'll put something small like this tree here because it looks like it's going far away in the distance. So before I put my trees down, we're going to make a snowy ground, and everyone's going to get a cup like this. Now in here I have, let me show you what I have. I have shaving foam, I have a little bit of white paint, and I have some Elmer's glue. And I'm going to mix this up really good, and I have an old Mr. brush in there to stir. Now you don't have to, if you're doing this at home, you don't have to use a paintbrush. You can use a plastic spoon. That might be nice. So I'm mixing it all up, and this is going to be my Puffy paint snow. All right. Also, if you were absent the day that we did the bubble wrap background, that's okay. You can use a plain piece of paper just like I'm doing. All right, so I'm going to take my Puffy paint snow, and I'm just going to kind of place this down where I want it to be. And notice that I'm kind of just plopping it on there. I'm not painting with it, not going back and forth like we normally do. I'm just kind of setting it down there because we want it to look like snow. So it's going to be a little puffy, just like its name, Puffy paint. All right, so I've got all my paint down. It's nice and snowy-like. Now it's going to be time for my trees. I'm going to add a little bit more Puffy paint. This kind of smells good too. All right, I think it's pretty good. So I'm going to put that back, set it down, and now I'm ready for my trees. But before I put my trees on, you also are going to need a glue stick. Now the glue stick is going to be for the part of the tree that's up into the sky. So I'm going to do my big tree first. My foreground tree is going to be right up front. It's the biggest tree. So I'm going to set it right down into the Puffy paint. I can just press it down a little bit, but this part isn't going to stick. So I'm going to take my glue, put a little glue on the back, and then press that down. Okay? So there's the foreground, and if it doesn't stick, maybe I have to add a little bit more. All right, there's that. Foreground. now the medium-sized tree. Why don't we try putting the glue on a different way this time? Why don't I take the glue stick and I'll put it, it doesn't even matter, I can put it all over the back. And then I'm going to put it on the middle ground. So it's going to go up a little bit higher, and I'm going to set it here. All right, I have one more tree, and that tree is going to go into the background. So I'm going to put some glue on. And I can put it in here, and that's going to go right up top here like that, and there's my background tree. Now it's going to take a few minutes for the glue to dry, but there you have it, your winter landscape.